Hey guys, what's up? What's good? How you guys doing? Welcome again to another amazing segment of the news. This good morning and today's Wednesday. Obviously, all the reports concerning Afrobeat. This is Daki. Yes, to bring them to your faces and your hearing. My name is Daki. You can spell it as Darki, and then you know it's double E. And I am saying welcome again, once again, to Gusto Life News. This is where we'll bring you guys updates regarding Afrobeat and the guys that makes the beat. For the news today, you trust us to give you guys exclusivity in the news. We saw just overnight, we saw a post regarding Mohbad's mother coming out to give us give us updates on the situation. At this point, people are saying we no one deserve a family like Mohbad. Trust me, all of these ones I'll bring them to you in a bit. The news is interesting. If I were you, I want to go nowhere. Portable also on the news. He just released the EP, which they call the Tony Montana of London. 3-track EP is out from Portable, from the staples of Portable. What has he done on this one? Can he not wait? Now we've seen Skepta have said we will not drop the audio for Tony Montana until the video is out because Portable deserve that. And then Portable have said, while we're waiting for you, for Skepta, I am going to be releasing my own personal EP. With or without you, my EP is ready. But anyways, let's see what the cause of the news look like. We'll begin the news today with Burna Boy. But for them, want to say you can now stream us live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please come through. We are waiting for you in the spaces. At the same time, we want to implore you guys to please turn on your notification button so you'll be the first person to know whenever we make a video or a content. For all our fans around the world, you guys already know we love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go back to the news. Burna Boy is the entrance of this news. We saw the Billboard coming out to rank Burna Boy Grammy performance as the sixth best performance of the night. For the first Afrobeat performance at the Grammy, Burna Boy pulled out all the stuff. Now they came out with a post about this, but we have to give kudos to Burna Boy because we saw amazing performance on the night. Billie Eilish came through, gave us performances, and these are performances that you want to watch over and over again. Amazing artists came out from different spaces of the world, and they are saying Burna Boy is the number 6th person that had the best performance for the night. That's a good one, and we say congrats to Burna Boy for that one. And moving on, we saw Burna Boy coming out finally to make a post after the Grammy that he said, "Life is about perspective." Grammys 2024. Big love to the entire village that worked on perfecting this performance. The best team in the game, the best band in the game. Love from Damini. Burna Boy is coming out to appreciate his band members called the Outsiders, and then he's saying, big love to everyone. This set was amazing. The drums were amazing. The guys, the backup were like everybody was on point. And Burna Boy is saying the bands are the best in the game. It came out again to say the performance, the team are obviously the best in the game. No doubt, Outsiders, Burna Boy, in Afrobeat space in Nigeria, nobody comes close at all. They are miles ahead of every other person. Name your goats. These guys are miles ahead from every other person. We have the likes of composers, we have the likes of amazing guys on bands, but talk about the Outsiders, you are set for serious business. Moving on, we saw Burna Boy and a sister, Rotimi. We saw them, Ronami having a conversation outside, and then we saw she's trying to advise Burna Boy, and Burna Boy was like, he doesn't want to be in camera and all of that. And then she was trying to make him see why he should be there. And Burna Boy was like, whoa, it happens that way. I am a local man. Now, this is Burna Boy. Now, the big love on the family is big. Their mother did a good job talking about Bosse in raising these kids properly so they can love and respect each other. They've done so for themselves. Ronami is obviously big. Burna Boy is big. And I was saying Nisi is also big, but apparently they have mutual love, mutual respect, mutual family bond, and miss each other. That could be kudos to making sure they raise their kids properly. And moving on, we saw Fozza coming out on the Rise TV to give her thoughts about Afrobeat and its growth. She came out to say the first time she heard that Afrobeat can become global without collaboration, she felt like, no, that was an ISO, that is wrong because it is not possible. She gave her reasons. She came out to say the federal government are not investing too much in the Afrobeat space that would make them global. One, and then she also said, if we're not getting funds necessary, it has to mean that collaboration is the only way out to become global. She spoke about the Calm Down remix with Selena. Then she said she's not sure how it came out, whether Selena wrote to the team or Rema wrote to the team. But what she's sure is the fact that Rema and Gomez were friends. That telecommunication made possible. And then she's saying they had paperwork signed and the song came out and became a big project. And then she's saying she has heard people talk about the fact that Afrobeat can be big without collaboration and all of that. She said that's nonsense because basically, if we don't have the funds, we need collaboration to become global. And then she came out to say in exact words, she said, we have songs that are global, but Afrobeat culture itself is not global. And then she went on to say, the closest we have to a global star from Africa right now is Burna Boy. That's the closest we have. The rest, you get sorry about that. If you're Wizkid, if you're Davido, if you're Lamide, if you're Rema, if you're Asake, Foza is saying the closest we have to a global artist at the time is Burna Boy. Not because it's global, but then it's just the closest. The rest are still fighting dust coming from Foza. But then it's just making sense. Let's see in the comment section. Moving on, we have Asake as the next guy on the news. We saw Asake linking up with 21 Savage and Offset in LA just after the grand performances. We saw Asake with Offset and 21 Savage having conversations. We saw at the point where they were trying to exchange phone numbers, and the question now remains: are we going to get a collaboration from Asake, Offset, or LA? Or 21 Savage. Now the thing, Asake has the kind of song it sings. Will a collaboration with these guys make sense? We know they're rappers. Will their collaborations bang? Will it enter? Should we try it out? Should it be something to just see if it's going to work? Regardless of all of this talk, we're sure that we know Asake and his team, or the team members, have Asake good interest at art. So if this is what will push him to the next level, we're sure that the team will do all it takes to make sure they get right in the studio. Moving on, we saw the hit song with Latam, which is called Bust Down. Currently peaks at number one on Nigeria Shazam charts, and that's a very big one. The song is doing good numbers every day. The song is actually climbing to the climax, and people are still asking questions lyrically and vocally. The song might not be all that, but trust me, when it comes to charts and numbers, this song is breaking or is defying all the odds. Moving on, we saw on Benin Republic, the song currently sits at number one. We know it's currently at number one in Nigeria, but then it's now extending to Benin Republic to sit there as number one. Moving on, we saw Asake. Obviously, we saw the Grammys where it was is one of the most expensive wristwatches at the time, and we saw the team, the U-Blood's Big Bang, especially Great, came out to say Nigerian singer-songwriter Asake may not have won the Grammy for Best African Music Performance for Mapiano, but he did wear a winning U-Blood's Big Bang on Sunday proceedings released last year, 2023. The essential grey model is made up of purely titanium for a sleek uniform feel, and the 42 timepiece was limited to just 100 pieces and costs about 24,100 a pop. So if you do your math, that's about 26, 27, 28, if not 30 million naira for that watch. Moving on, we have Rema as the next guy on the news. We saw Rema and Gomez Calm Down re-enters the Venezuela Diesel's chart, and for the re-entrance, it sits at number one. This song is looking like it want to begin the year again. Still on Rema, we saw Rema and Gomez Calm Down. Has spent 48 weeks on the Venezuela Top 100 Singles chart, and it is charting at 47 for this week. At the same time, Calm Down currently ranks number 6 on the top English song charts this week, and it chart number 8 on the top pop song chart this week, all in Venezuela. Moving on, we saw Fexo and Rema Bobalu have now spent 3 weeks on the Venezuela singles chart. It is currently 35 this week. It's peaked at 32, and Bobalu has now appeared on 3 countries' official singles charts. Countries like Spain, Venezuela, and Argentina. Now you can be sure that this guy has intentions. Now I kind of feel like Rema is working with the templates of Burna Boy. He's using Burna Boy templates to work, and we all know Burna Boy collaboration are so intentional. He will not do a song if there was not a purpose for it, and Rema is going similar routes, making sure that every collaboration, every song, every intentions are all driven towards a purpose. And this one, Bobalu obviously has achieved his aim, having about 2 platinum in the Latin America, having chatting in different spaces of the world, doing good numbers everywhere. You can tell that the song was created to penetrate some zones and regions where Rema ordinarily would not get to those spaces. Still on, moving on from Rema, we have Fireboy as the next guy on the news. We saw Fireboy was nominated by as one of the best dressed men at the Grammys Awards, courtesy the Eat Right Note. And this obviously we saw what he wore like a black suit, black shirt, looking so simple but very classy. And they're saying from all the guys that were there, Fireboy is one of the most dressed guys ever. I mean, it's obvious to be at the space, and that's a good one. His designers did a good job dressing him this way and making sure he came out so neatly at the Grammys Award. I saw where he changed his hair from red to black, and this one perfectly fits Fireboy. Moving on, we saw Fireboy once again working with John Baptiste on this project, and people asking questions if this is gonna be a song on Fireboy's project. We saw last year he worked with John Bellion, and that was a very big jam at the time. And this time he's also moving the same route, working with someone different, not John Bellion this time, but then John Baptiste. And it would be nice to see that this collaboration will make its way to Fireboy's upcoming album. Talking about Fireball, we saw the Grammys where we saw the interviewer asking a couple of persons questions about what they think will happen to music after TikTok. So basically, a question that says, if TikTok no longer exists, what will happen to music? We also saw the role TikTok is playing to obviously music and all of that. Likes of Twitter Remix, likes of Boga, likes of so many songs has benefited from TikTok. Calm Down obviously has benefited. City Boy has benefited. So many songs has benefited from TikTok. And the question goes, what will happen to music after TikTok? A lot of people came out to say, yeah, there are other channels. We saw Tyler come out to say she knows of Twitch, which is also a good alternative. People came out with different thoughts, but then Fireboy came out in a very unique answer where he said, art always finds its way into people's art, regardless of the medium, whether it is YouTube, whether it is Apple Music, whether it is Deezer, Spotify, YouTube, whatever it is, TikTok, Twitter. He said art would always find its way to people's art. So take away all of these things, you will still find music going right into people's art. And I kind of be like, that's true. Art is spiritual. Art will always find its way into your safe art. I'm moving on with So Fireboy once again coming out to reiterate that yes, this is the album year. And then he posted this one on his page where he came out to remind us that album year with amazing JPEGs. So basically, we all can now beat or go to rest that we are going to get the Fireboy album in the course of the year. Just the dates we're waiting for, but Fireboy never disappoints when he promised us an album. Moving on, we saw Portable, like I said earlier, came out with a new EP today, the one he called Tony Montana of Lagos. He just dropped the London Boy EP, and it has 3 songs. Top chart, you have Stubborn, and then they had Questions coming from Portable. He has come out to say, this year, nobody will have peace. I'm going to give it to you guys hot. And these singles are coming just before the one was kept at drop, and then he's saying this one are called Top Chart, Stubborn, and Questions. Kanye West, big music mogul, one of the biggest artists ever in the world. And we've got the show of music. Kanye West sits there at the pinnacle of success. Talk about top 10 greatest musicians ever. You want to put a Kanye West there. His attitude, his music proness, everything about him just speaks greatness. We saw the point where he lost so many deals due to back and forth, but this guy seems unshaken, seems cool. His franchise still paying him. His music still doing good numbers. As a matter of fact, the world are expecting for Kanye West to come through with his next album. He has been teasing the album, but people are waiting to see what the album will look like. And while we're waiting for the album, we saw where Kanye West just added Lagos to the potential world tour. He's planning a world tour that has strictly arenas and stadium. And for that one, he has just announced, or they're planning that Lagos should be part of the potential spaces is going to be on the world tour. What will Lagos look like if Kanye West visit Nigeria? I kind of feel like only guys interested in rap can relate. But basically, Kanye West is that guy that it might not be Afrobeat, but his name rings so much bell in Afrobeat audience. And if he's in Lagos, we all are storming up that space to see what Kanye West's live and direct will look like while performing. Moving on, we saw yesterday tragedy happened where we saw revelations from Mohbad's mother coming out to say, as much as we're looking for the father of Mohbad's son for the DNA and all of that, I have a truth to say, and the truth is that Mohbad's father is not the father of Mohbad. That came as a shocking revelation, and people were like, wow, if that's the case, how can we now trust women? So many publications up and down, but then I'll read a few to you guys to explain what the situation looks like. This person is saying Mohbad's mother left them with the father for 10 years without looking back. It was the father who was running elter skelter, doing different kind of petty job to train the kids. All this while, the mother did not come outside to say he is not the biological father of the boy of Mohbad. But the moment the man started demanding for DNA from Mohbad's son, it suddenly became the devil that everyone should be aware of. The mother who wasn't present in the son's life and just showed up from nowhere is suddenly the hero. As much as I dislike the way Mohbad's father has been handling some of these issues, that still doesn't mean the man doesn't know what he's doing. A woman come out openly to say the child she gave birth to her husband 28 years ago doesn't belong to him. And instead of people to call her out and drag her for having the audacity to come out to make such ridiculous statements, it is the father everyone is dragging. Sometimes the way Nigerians do things and reason baffles me a lot. You people will say the truth like this and deviate from it and be supporting evil. In a normal and sane society, this woman shouldn't even the courage or audacity to be granting interviews to even start with. A child you left for many years without looking back, but because the boy became famous and successful, you are now everywhere claiming ownership and acting like one good mother. It is well with you people. Someone else came and said, Mohbad's mother is evil. Mohbad's mother is nothing but the wife no one should pray to marry. May Allah not give us that kind of wife like Mohbad's mother. May Allah not give you a wife like Mohbad's mother. And me, amen. And I share why I do marry. She said Mohbad's dad is not the biological father of Mohbad, but this evil woman left the boy and ran after another man. She neglected her child, now claiming the man who took care of a child she neglected is not the biological father. What an Oloriburuku woman. This man left his wife to take care of Mohbad. How many father would do that? Tell that evil, no good for nothing woman that Mohbad will not forgive that Oloriburuku called Iyaushi. Oloriburuku, when they said that too much, man. It's too much of an insult, but basically, this are people calling out Mohbad's mother saying that is not possible. If that's the plan to just make all this old talk should be under the carpet, it's not going to work because we will not believe that conversation. This is what the street are saying regarding Mohbad's mother's statement. Moving on, we saw DMW 2.0 acts known as Logos Olori. We saw where Davido signed Imam Moravi to the team. We saw where he announced his debut studio EP, which he called Olori, drops on Friday, February 9th. Basically, he has about 2 surprise collaborations with Davido and Musa Keys. The track list look like this. We have Olori as number 1. We have Easy on Me with Davido. We have Push It. We have My Darling. We have Apapa. We have with Mr. Keys. And then we have Murder as track 7. And we saw when Moravi also came through with her EP, Ravi Again. She also featured Davido on the EP. Now, Davido is making himself so big such that all his artists can benefit from his influence. Finally, on the news, we have Rikasani bagging a deal with Giorgio Armani perfume. That's a big one. The last time we saw it was CK, where CK bagged a deal with a perfume brand, Polo perfume, and this time it is now Rikasani bagging a big deal with Giorgio Armani perfume. Massive one to him, and we say congrats for Rick Asani. My name is Daki. We'll catch you guys on the very, very, very next one. Take care, guys, and have fun at work.